Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and in this video I'm gonna be sharing with you all the fast and hard tips and tricks of getting pregnant easily. And more importantly, I'm gonna be talking about the do's and don'ts of getting pregnant. It's a good idea to begin taking prenatal vitamins with folic acid even before you conceive. Women of childbearing age are suggested to take prenatal multivitamins because it protects against birth defects such as spina bifida. It helps to ensure that you and your baby are receiving the vital nutrition that is necessary throughout every stage of pregnancy. Most women's bodies provide clues to their fertile period. This is the time when ovulation occurs and the chances of conception are at the highest. Typically, during ovulation, a woman will have vaginal discharge that is clear and stretchy, similar to the consistency of egg whites. This is the perfect medium for sperm to make their ideal journey, and intercourse during this time is more likely to lead to pregnancy. So, ladies, track your menstrual cycles and take cues from your bodies. It is beneficial if you wait 10 to 15 minutes after intercourse without getting up with a pillow underneath those hips. This allows enough time for the sperm to travel to the cervix before gravity can have an effect on them. Any kind of stress can interfere with ovulation and the conception process. Stress can have an effect on the hormonal balance. It can impact ovulation and fertilization of the egg. Studies have found that men who are stressed are more likely to experience negative impact on their fertility. Thus, stress can reduce both male and female fertility. So find de-stressing activities that works for you and your partner. A healthy body has an easier time conceiving than one that is either underweight or overweight. Try to eat plenty of fruits and vegetables, cut back on sugar and artificial sweeteners, unrefined carbs, and stick to an appropriate exercise routine. You can improve your fertility by eating a healthy, balanced diet. Eating a healthy diet is a good idea for men and women. Extra folic acid, B12, and omega 3 fatty acids might be helpful for women, and studies of men have found that semen quality improves with healthy diets. Despite the best efforts, it can sometimes take many months to conceive, and this can be stressful for some couples. As time stretches on, it's easy to become discouraged and lay the blame on yourself or your partner. While this feeling is natural and hard to avoid, it's important to remember that you and your partner are taking this journey together. Look to each other for support and reassurance, and always keep the lines of communication open. When trying to conceive for any length of time, many couples feel it's necessary to have sex every day. Often, sex becomes an obligation rather than an intimate, fun activity shared between two couples who love each other. The stress caused by feeling obligated to have sex can interfere with conception just as other stresses can. That is why most doctors advise having sex every other day during your fertile window. Avoid using lubricants as these can reduce sperm's motility by 60 to 100%. Also, many lubricants contain spermicides, so check labels carefully. Instead, opt for natural based lubes such as coconut oil, which can have no harm to the sperm. Excessive drinking is linked to reduced fertility in both men and women. Heavy alcohol use harms male fertility by affecting all of the functions of the male reproductive system. Alcohol can disrupt the production of luteinizing hormones and follicle stimulating hormones. Ceasing alcohol use can boost male reproductive health. Smoking affects fertility in men and women. If you stop smoking now, it will improve your chances of conceiving. Smoking is also shown to damage the DNA of your baby. Men who smoke have decreased sperm concentration, decreased sperm motility, fewer normally shaped sperm, and increased sperm DNA damage. Girl, I say get your man to quit smoking today. While trying to conceive, consuming too much caffeine can increase the risk of miscarriage. The research shows that this applies to both men and women alike. Too much caffeine in pregnancy has also been shown to be harmful to the developing baby. If you're planning to conceive, you and your partner should consider limiting your caffeine intake to around 200 mg per day. Hubbies, no more of those chais. Research in recent years have shown that consistently high sugar intake can negatively impact both male and female fertility. The more we eat sugar, the more our blood sugar levels increase and the more our body produces insulin intended to move the sugar out of the bloodstream and into the cells for energy production. Thus, the high blood sugar and insulin levels significantly impacts our reproductive health. Talk to a gynecologist if you're planning to conceive and have any known long-term medical conditions for which you take medication, such as epilepsy, diabetes, asthma, or mental health conditions. Some conditions and the medication used to treat them may make it harder to get pregnant. It is important to not stop taking medication before talking to a doctor or specialist about your plans to conceive. They'll talk you through the safest choices during pregnancy with you. Antioxidants like folate and zinc improves fertility for both men and women. They deactivate the free radicals in your body, which damages both sperm and egg cells. In men, eating antioxidant-rich walnuts showed improved sperm quality. Higher folate intake in women was associated with higher rates of implantation, clinical pregnancy, and live birth. Trans fats are associated with an increased risk of ovulatory infertility and infertility in both men and women. Cutting down carbs may help you maintain a healthy weight, reduce insulin levels, and encourage fat loss, all while helping your menstrual regularity. Particularly if you have PCOS or PCOD, managing carb intake can have beneficial effects. Refined carbs can cause the body to produce fewer reproductive hormones. This can contribute to a lack of egg maturation and ovulation. Refined carbs can make it even worse for women with PCOS. Fiber helps your body get rid of excess hormones and keeps blood sugar balanced. Certain types of fiber can help remove excess estrogen by binding to it in the intestines, which is then removed as a waste product. Replacing some animal proteins with vegetable protein sources such as beans, nuts, and seeds is linked to a reduced risk of infertility. A study concluded that eating more fish correlates to a higher probability of live birth. Consuming iron, which comes from plant-based foods, may decrease the risk of ovulatory infertility. It is also important to consume foods or drinks that are high in vitamin C to increase absorption. So that's all for me, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and more importantly, I'm hoping that you guys will share this video so that others can reap its benefit as well.